Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about eyeliner. It is going to be showing you a technique that you probably have never done before. It's going to allow you to do your eyeliner in 30 seconds or less every single morning. You are never going to look back. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, we are going to prep the eyes first. I'm gonna just put my hair back to not have any distractions when it comes to hair in my face. So this is almost like a little mini class for eyeliner. I really want to address this because I see a lot of questions. And if you have hooded eyes, this will be a separate video for you on just hooded eyes. It's a completely different eye situation when it comes to liner and technique. So I'm going to do a little mini class there for you if you are dealing with hooded eyes. Now, first and foremost, I do want you to know that you can prep your eyelids. I think a lot of you don't understand that if you have oily lids, it's not going to be a great base to be putting on your eye primer, your eyeshadow, your eyeliner. So this is something that you have to really look into and say, do I have dry, flaky eyelids? If I do, if I put something over dry and flaky, that's what I'm going to see. I'm just going to enhance it. So let me step back and say, what can I do to really address that? I have really oily eyes. Everything slips and slides. What could I possibly do? This is what you can do. I found the Cornea Care Rise. I like them because they're disposable. I can just open up the packet. I can travel easily with it. They're waffled. So if you do have flaky, dry patches on your eyelids, you can at least have a little gentle exfoliation. So I like to go from the inner corner out, and then I come down to the base and I go up to my eyebrow, and then I come underneath just like this. And it's fine. I actually have contacts in right now. I have dry eye. I have had no problem. They feel very refreshing in the morning, and I really love using them. So now when I see that I have oily eyelids or whatever the case is, I've addressed it by cleaning them, and then I can go into hydrating my eyes. I have found this eye lift serum from Dr. Perricone years and years ago. As an esthetician, I don't recommend putting an eye cream on your eyelids. It's for the orbital area here around your eye. I would not get too close to your eye. I would definitely not put it on your lids. I've done that before in the past to experiment, and I've had swollen eyelids when I've woken up, red, irritated. So I stay where I should with my eye cream. And then this is for the eyelids. It's called Eyelid Lift Serum. I always link everything below. This is one drop, just like this. More than that, you're going to get it into your eyes. So this is going to be really nice if you do have issues of dryness, of wanting to have, your eyelids moisturized. So I just put a little bit. I do it at the top before I go to the base of the lash because it's very thin and it's obviously a serum and I don't want to get it into my eyes. So I just do a very simple up here, working it in, and then I'll come down a little lower. So I've prepped my eyes. Now, I will probably ruin them by showing you all of the mistakes that we're doing, but that's all right. At least you know how to prep your eyes for the best setup for your eye primer and then going into your eyeshadow and your eyeliner. Now, I have 5 different eyeliner colors for you that are waterproof and are very ultra smooth. They're very, very soft on the eye. And that's what I wanted because I felt that when I was doing makeup on mature eyes, I do not want to drag a pencil. I don't want a hard pencil that I can't get the color. I have to keep going back and forth. I can't get the color to come out on the eyelid. I want a really nice seamless experience when I'm applying it, and I want that color payout. So that is what I did with my formulations. So I have dark chocolate that you see me use all the time. I have a charcoal. If I don't use black, so charcoal is going to be my darkest color in that kind of family. If you want that, dark chocolate is really getting there if you really want that definition. But if you really like more of a charcoal, you have that. Deep green, that's a new one for us that we have out. Navy, beautiful. And then our plum, which is a really big top seller also. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, you have a little bit of time to work with them because they are waterproof. They will set up. And then I was having a little bit of trouble when I was taking some off the other day because it sets up and you need to really use a cleansing balm or an oil-based eye makeup remover to really gently take it off the eyes. So I'm going to show you what I see most women doing that is a mistake, because maybe you've just been doing the eyeliner and not really thinking about it since you were a teenager in your 20s, like no big deal. This is how I do my eyeliner. But it just kind of stopped working for you somewhere along the line when you hit 40s, 45, 50 and above. So what I have seen most of the time in my classes is that women will take their eyeliner and they will look into the mirror and they'll go from the inner corner right here, and they basically will drag it across and then they just follow the eye down. So what happens when you do this, when you try to make one continuous line from the inner corner all the way to the end, is that do you see that space that I've missed there, right? So that it actually is above where I should be putting my eyeliner. And then it comes down, so it drags down the eye. So here we have dragging down the eye, and then we have this space. So you could say, oh, well, I just filled that in, Nicole. Well, all right, so we could fill this in, and then we could see what we have. Now, we have not bad, right? But it's heavy. And we don't want to go all the way into this inner corner when we're a mature eye. This is just my opinion as a makeup artist and doing makeup on 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 101. I don't want to bring down the eye. And this does that. It's too heavy. It's too much going here. And then it comes down. So we're dragging the eye down. So let me quickly just take this off before it sets up. And then I have to use something different. All right, we got it off. Now, I'm not showing you eye primer and eyeshadow, all of that. I want you to really concentrate on the eyeliner. So what you're going to do, this is the one fix. This is the easiest fix for you. So you could see what I was doing, right? Look at the placement of my hand. It's going down, okay? I want you to concentrate on the last 3/4 of your eye is really where I want you to concentrate on. Don't concentrate on this inner part here. We want to keep that light. We really want to open up the eye, and we want to always lift it. So instead of my pencil coming down just like this, I want you to flip the eyeliner up. So now when you go and you're doing it, you are going to always be up. You're not going down, okay? You're not coming straight in. Now, a lot of you might say, I can't really see, so I have to have, I have to be like up close like this. That's not a problem. I have a solution coming out for you in June. If you're on my live shows, you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, instead of coming like this, where you're going to see it, just follow your eye and drag it down. I want you to change your hand positioning. So instead, we're going to rest our pinky right here on our cheekbone. So you don't have it just all over. You're not going like Free Willy onto the eye, not grounding it. That's not something that we want to do, especially when we really can't see very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting really kind of in the midpoint here. I have it up. So what I like to do is I like to almost like you're just etching out. You're just doing little kind of not dots, but little dashes, right? So we're just doing dashes. And then I'm coming down, and I've told you before that we are going to stop a little short, okay? It's almost like a little bit like the second or third to the last lash, okay? So when we're here, we're going to go up. Just a little flick. I'm not doing a big wing. I used to call it like a baby wing, but I don't even think that it's really a baby wing anymore because I have a little bit of hooding, which you can see. So I like to stop before that fold. And so I'm just going to flick it up so it has that lift, okay? It's very subtle, but it's there. So it is coming up. Now, if you feel like you've gone, oh no, I messed up and I went a little far down, don't worry. That's why I use these little Almay pads, wrap it around my finger, and then I go straight up. So it's literally going to bring up whatever is there. So you can see from going in and trying to go either straight in or have it on this little bit of an angle that I've just changed it. So it's going to be coming up now. It's going to be really a wonderful, just little switch from you taking it down. We don't want anything coming down. We want it to be going up. So you're just switching your hands. Now, I will take, before it sets up, I think it's really set up, but I will take my short smudge brush, and right here where we started, I'm going to just make sure there's nothing on my brush. I'm going to just blur that out, right? So it's not like it starts and then it stops. So you have it where it's going to be right at this lash, base of the lash. I just smudged it a little bit there, and then it's coming up like that. And it's very, very subtle. But what we don't want is bringing the eyeliner down. Now, you might say, well, that's great. It's not really that thick. I really can't see it, Nikol. That's fine. Now that you have your base layer that you've done, you've basically nice and you've smudged it out here. So there's nothing that really just starts and then it just stops, right? You've blended it up. You can thicken this up. Just again, you're right on top of it. I would concentrate more in this now last quarter. Don't try to thicken it up here. You don't want the weight right where you are in the middle of your eye. You'd rather have a little bit more weight on the end here. So you could, again, keeping my eyeliner up, I thickened it up just a little bit. And again, this is really where the hand is really nice, that you are going to, you're almost pointing it down right here so that it's going to go into the lashes, right? It's not going to lay across it. You really want it in that lash there. So it's really nice and tapered. And then you're coming and you're just bringing it up. I mean, you can do as much as you want to. You can bring it up. If you really want to do a wing, you could do that. But for me, I really can't do a lot of wing action, especially on this eye. So I concentrate on just making this part thicker, this last quarter, and bringing it up. Now, with your mascara too, you can follow that same route, just bringing up those lashes that are following your little eyeliner that's kind of just giving you that tiny bit of that lift and not bringing your eye down. So you can see with this more hooded eye, if I'm right-handed, so I have to use my right hand on here. If I wasn't doing my right technique and I decided just to go like this, let's just do half here. I was doing it down, right? I'm starting the same. It could be the same kind of feel, and I can stop right here. Let's just thicken it up like I did. We'll blend it out a little bit more. Let me make it thicker here. Do you see? I'm going down. I'm not doing it up like I should be. And then we'll blend out just like we did this eye. Just right here at the start. We want that to be nice and just tapered. You can use your finger too if you feel like it will help, just kind of blend it. Now, again, pencil's facing the wrong way, trying to thicken this up. I'm going down, stopping right here, but I want to make it a little bit thicker. There. Try to like maybe do a little diffusing right here. That's a little, I think they're pretty much the same. Trying to just do that. So, I mean, you can see this eye, granted, has a little bit more hooding right there, but I don't have a lot of real estate to do that. So that's why it has to be more precise and it has to lift up. I'm dragging down, accentuating the fact that this eye is more droopy. You can see where it stops and it's lifting. This is really what you want to do. You want this to go up. You don't want to be bringing it down. So that's just my little tip for you. You know, just the hand placement. Just look at your hand and what you're doing and realize it'll take you a little bit because, I mean, I'm looking in like a couple different cameras here, but it'll take you a little bit to be like, oh wait, what have I been doing? Have I been going here? Have I been doing it straight across? Have I been going straight in? So when you just lift your eyeliner to basically be following an upward motion, you're going to get a really beautiful eyeliner as a mature woman. You're not going to feel like, gosh, I keep dragging it down. Why does that happen? It looks so heavy. It looks so thick. It's very interesting. This is like, it's a very different experience when you start changing up your technique and experimenting and not feeling bad. Like if you try it and you're like, this looks terrible, let me try it again. Well, maybe it's the color. Maybe I should try something a little bit not as dark, right? Like a dark chocolate. Maybe try a plum or maybe try the green and see how that works for you. But you can see, again, taking up a lot of real estate, actually going into my fold. So now you can't even see my lid. And then this one here, it gives you a little bit of that space and that lift. So I would never do my eyeliner like this. When I was younger, I could get away with it coming down, not lifting up. But I've noticed since I have been aging, probably I would say around 40, and I've started to do my lift, and I was like, I got to keep everything up. I got to keep the illusion going up, maybe not as thick. I had to change things up a little bit so it would be complementary to my eye and my aging face, and not be trying to stick with something that did work at one point, but doesn't work now. This could be a little bit thicker than that other side. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit to be fair. Can't really tell because it's just that long. I don't like how it just droops down. So if that's something that, you know, you have to really be mindful. I could still resurrect this eye because I will take my Almay pad and see where I told you before to just lift up. So say you did go down. Maybe you have shaky hands, can't see that well, and it went down. You could still lift it by using a little eye makeup remover pad, base of your lash line, and going straight up. So that's just to give you some techniques when it comes to the eyeliner. Another thing to just keep in mind too is that when you're working with soft pencils like mine, they're never going to sharpen to a point that you might be used to. So I have a sharpener that you use, and it's going to be a rounded tip. And now when you use this, and it might be different than having a really hard pencil, you don't want to put a lot of pressure, because if you do, it's going to be too much. You can just first figure out, it's really less effort for you because the pencil does all the work for you when it comes to having a really great color payout, being waterproof, setting up, and then not smudging all day. I have dry eyes, so my eyes do water, and it's the best thing because I don't have eyeliner going down with my dry eye in the corners where they love to water, and I'm always going like this, so it doesn't move. So it's really nice if you do have that. I also have sensitive eyes and I wear contacts. So this is a really great pencil in multiple different colors for you if you're looking for something that's going to last all day, easy to apply, and to be able to get this kind of look very easily with the pencil. It's just about your hand technique, changing it from going down to coming up, and then really just experimenting, seeing what colors work for you. I hope this was very helpful. If this was helpful for you and you think a friend would really enjoy it too, please share this. Please help my community to really be empowered by their aging face and to be able to do little tricks. And we don't have to fix everything, because personally, I don't think there's anything to fix. I think we can enhance. I think we can really feel confident with the right techniques. So I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am back here on the channel with more education. And until my next video, I'll see you later.